this country. He is a Jew. White power! White power!
White power is creating hate where at first there was none. From Chinese gunpowder, the invention of the gun. From ancient Egypt, still civilization. Then use miseducation to rewrite creation. De-Africanize the Sphinx and rewrite his facing. Displace the racing, be quite complacent. We living in the real District 9. Master race convince other people to dehumanize. White power is against world peace. They'd rather cut the world in pieces. Let every European nation make colonies after natives defeated. Monopolize every natural resource and bleed it. White power is not freedom. White power is the semen that implies dark-skinned people inferior to light people. The same demon that conquered and raped other cultures got the children of the rapists thinking they better than their brothers. It's all around the world from America to the outback. White power prefers we be without black. I got nothing but love for my Latinos. For Puerto Rico, why deny your heritage is Negro? White power is Spain, conquering Asians, rename Filipinos. Teach them to mistreat the indigenous, they call negritos. But they really the same people. If you darker, you less equal. So you got lighter skinned Indians treated better than the darker. Same thing Brazil, Mexico, Jakarta. Black Cubans or so-called just Cuban. When genetically you the same race and we all just human. White power is fooling you and idolizing itself. Makes you a second-class citizen while it takes your wealth. White power is self-hate and Stockholm Syndrome. So as I knock on your dome, you are not home.
Perception is the power that racial hatred devours. Cowards rewrote the history that is ours. Conquest is the sweet smell of a poisonous flower. The slave master is the savage in the final hour. Perception is what white power relies on. Racial division, the system to build lies on. There is only one human race that exists. I reclaim the past when I raise my fist.
White power is 41 million blacks trying to escape the ghetto. Crabs in the barrel to push Maybach pedals. Youngsters blast metal for iced out bezels. 13-year-old girls in 6-inch stilettos. Name every exotic car brand of upscale apparel. But barely reading right on a 5th grade level. Blame they condition on some mythological devil with red skin, 2 horns and a pitchfork. 400 years, we bottom of the food chain. Think white power did it on accident? Use a new slave. White power prefers the middle class bear the brunt of the economy. Pay lower wages to women and minorities. Create COINTELPRO, Jim Crow. Send police dogs on children cause we march for equality. It's the war on crime, the war on terror. White supremacists who refuse to look in the mirror. White power instigates black power and brown pride. Locks them in prison and make sure that they collide. Says the inner city ignorant, but they the ones who taught us. Says go back to Africa when they the ones who brought us. White power wants more walls and more border patrol. But white power stole the Southwest from Mexico. Hate immigrants, but they all immigrated from Europe. Neo-Nazis claiming they blood the purest. A false race of superiority, false sense of purity. Cause all mankind came from little African pygmies. So every genetic possibility is in me. Blue eyes, blonde hair, Aryan, Asian, Syrian, Armenian. But in the end, white power taught the world to despise the black man. But still want his bitch with full lips, round ass, and a nice tan. Nice plan. See, white power is conflicted. It hates who it loves, it imitates who it denigrates to escape who it was. Took our African religions in plain sight, man. By the 1500s, Jesus Christ became a white man. And when it suits his goal, have you on the front line fighting. White power's the MC who keeps switching his hype, man. Sri Lanka versus India, Tutsi versus Hutu, Palestinian versus Jew, nigga, you too.
Perception is the power that racial hatred devours. Cowards rewrote the history that is ours. Conquest is the sweet smell of a poisonous flower. The slave master is the savage in the final hour. Perception, that's what white power relies on. War's the foundation, capitalism lies on. The battlefield, the American soldier dies on. From Basra, Kandahar, Mogadishu to Saigon.
Why do we hate?
We hate because we're taught to hate. We hate because we're ignorant. We're the product of ignorant people who have been taught an ignorant thing, which is that there are 4 or 5 different races. There are not 4 or 5 different races. There's only one race on the face of the earth, and we're all members of that race, the human race. But we have separated people into races so that some of us can see ourselves as superior to the others. We thought it would work, I guess. It hasn't worked. It has been bad for everyone.